everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Symmetrical, and today we're going to be actually reviewing the episode Adoration, which is an episode which majorly focuses on Zoe's character and her lifestyle and her actual relationship with Marinette. And it's actually focusing on also her character development. So without further ado, let's begin. So first we're going to talk about Zoe. And for all we know, throughout this episode, she indicated that she was in love with Marinette. I could see that all throughout. Because at the same time, her relationship with her father is quite healthy. And actually, here at the beginning of the episode, it was shown that Zoe had a crush, and she didn't want to mention it. She wanted to actually hide it, where actually Mr. Bourgeois keeps all his dream film ideas, like for the one about solitude. Hope you guys can remember that one about Emily Agreste. Exactly. So that's where Zoe asked where she could keep the picture of her crush. And yeah, that is a good idea, but what if Mr. Mayor was too sneaky to do it? But I don't believe he is, considering that he's a good man to Zoe. Like, throughout this whole Zoe and Mr. Mayor moments, I saw how good he can be to his stepdaughter, so it's no reason for me not to believe that he would do such a thing. But anyway, Zoe and Marinette's up next, and their relationship is quite odd, to be sure, because the way this Zoenette started is by Marinette showing Zoe her room and then going ahead to show Zoe all the presents of every occasion for Adrian. And speaking about this, she also showed her all the portfolio she made about Adrian. And by this, shouldn't this be sticking to Zoe that she should not tell Marinette that she's her crush? Honestly, if she just thought about it so deeper about how cringe-tastic it would be for her to have a crush on Adrian with all of these presents for him, and all of these portfolios are surrounded about him, she didn't be sticking in her head that, oh no, it's a bad idea to tell Marinette, because I think she'll do the exact same thing to me. But I think this portfolio and present thing for Adrian is because Marinette had a crush on Adrian. But if Marinette had a crush on Zoe, I think this is what would happen as well. But since it's Zoe having a crush on Marinette, I think she's the one to actually have a portfolio of Marinette all around her room. I'm not kidding, but Zoe's not that kind of person. But anyway, it turns out that Marinette has an actual idea for the end of the dance, and we could see that she actually is designing a dress for herself, but she actually wants the whole party to actually be done at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower with a DJ, a dance floor, and all the kind of stuff that teenagers always want to party around. But anyway, Zoe considers this telling Mr. Mayor, which Mr. Mayor quite actually agrees, and he'll see what he can do about it. Another thing that I want to talk about is about Chloe and Zoe's relationship. Turns out, when Zoe and Marin were entering the hotel, turns out Zoe is the only person who's nice to the staff, and turns out the mom is also sticking by her side as well, but I'm not buying it. We know how terrible the mom can be, because she left Chloe like when she was born, and therefore went to New York. Now we can understand why Chloe is always so mean, because the mom left her. And also at the same time, I don't think the mom is also nice to Zoe. So I'm not buying it, because this woman is a terrible, and I mean a terrible, wife and mother. But anywho, Zoe being nice to staff really guarantees her respect, honor, and sort of a celebrity around the staff. I don't know. But honestly, I don't think she's a useless character. She could really teach people some really good, some really good vibes here. Because I ranked her with Fluttershy, considering that both of them almost match somehow. I mean, they're both, like, they have pink hair, except only Zoe has the pink stripe around it. But anyway, another thing that I also want to talk about is Marinette and Adrian's relationship. At the end, Marinette confessed to Adrian that she liked him. And therefore, like, like, it was so nice. And they were about to kiss, but I think Adrian hesitated. And also, at the ending scene of this episode, we actually saw Zoe confessed to Marinette, but Marinette thought it was actually Adrian, who Zoe was in love with, but nope, she revealed that it was actually her. Marinette was actually quite surprised. I also think that Zoe hinted this out at the actual reverse part of the episode on the balcony scene. So I think that was it. But Marinette is glad that she honored Zoe's feelings and she was honored to actually be loved by Zoe. That was a good thing. And also another thing that we're going to talk about is Gabriel and Lila's relationship. I think they're just going ahead to plan everything about this villain thing. And then Lila and Chloe actually are getting so close as friends and as allies because it seems so odd that Lila is in Chloe's room and applying her makeup there. But anyway, the fighting scene for this episode, it was so good because Marinette got anger, and the fighting between Marin and Vanisher was like really, really spectacular. I mean, check out this kick from Marinette while kicking Vanisher. I mean, that's like a direct kick, and I mean a direct kick of, like, this has to be one of Johnny Cage kicks. I mean, the kick was so active that it actually made me like, wow, they're really putting out Mortal Kombat here. Because this was a Johnny Cage kick to Vanisher. Speaking of Sabrina, I think she's being used by Chloe and Lila for akumatization and plans. She's left out, and I think that's why she's going to sabotage everything. She's going to leave Chloe and Lila to their business and not get planned on anything out. Guys, let me know what you think about this episode. Do you think it was awesome? Let me know, and goodbye.